Now, to unpack what this means for motorists, we're joined by Wayne Duvenage, who's the Chief Executive Officer of OUTA. Mr. Duvenage, good to have you on the program this afternoon. Firstly, tell us, what is OUTA's assessment of Cabinet's decision?
Yeah, well, OUTA made this proposal to government in 2020 when there were a lot of backlogs with regards to the licenses during COVID, inefficiencies, the machines were breaking down. And then we did research on this and did a presentation to the Minister of Transport back then, Fikile Mbalula, to suggest that of the 35 countries we evaluated around the world, the average was 8.5 years, many at 10 years, some even at 15 years renewal. And he indicated that he would take a look, they would do their own research. But yeah, he didn't really get down to finishing it off. Neither did Sindisiwe Chikunga. And eventually, Barbara Creasy came on board 2 years ago. We asked her and wrote to her and said, please consider our request for this, because again, the machines were breaking down, the queues were getting longer. And they again said they were going to do their research. And lo and behold, here we are 2 years after that. Eventually, we have what we've been asking for some time. So we welcome this. It's been long overdue.
It's been long overdue, according to you. But why has this reform taken so long to implement, Wayne?
I don't know. I think it's typical of government. They really do take their time when it comes to implementing efficient systems for the people. But maybe this time around, look, it's still going to be 2 to 3 months, maybe longer, before they get everything, all their ducks in a row and promulgate the legislation for this change to happen. So we'll have to see. One thing we did find out, though, in our research is that back in 2013, when Dipuo Peters was the Minister of Transport, they had already made this decision to go to a 10-year driver's license renewal. And then for some reason, they couldn't tell us why, they rescinded that and pulled back the decision. So anyway, here we are, 2026, catching up with the rest of the world. Now we need to start looking at moving to digital licenses and hoping that there's going to be a lot more efficiency in that.
It then prompts the question, at least from my end, as to what practical difference will motorists then notice, Wayne?
Well, only that you will have to renew your license every 5 years. So I think it's going to be a lot quicker because the pressure on government is going to be less by half. There's going to be less costs, hopefully, staff-wise. And so, across the board, this is an more efficient process than having to renew it every 5 years. So, and you know what it's like.
Yeah.
Just getting up, booking a day's leave sometimes, getting to these long queues. Sometimes you get there and the offices are closed or they've run out of paper or whatever. It's very, very frustrating. So this is going to ease the congestion and the challenges relating to renewals that you have so often.
But are there any road safety concerns associated with this change?
No, not at all. Not at all. When you go and renew your license, nobody tests your capabilities to drive. They do test your eyesight. But our research shows that in countries where it is 10 years, they have a far better road fatality statistic. Their numbers are a lot lower. So it's got nothing to do with, if you push the validity out, it doesn't increase road accidents at all. Eye testing is not an issue. Quite frankly, I know that you and I would never want to drive blind. You're just going to put your own life at risk. When your vision gets blurred, you get glasses. So it's not an issue at all. And our research shows that.
Wayne, as we wrap up our conversation, does this decision then address the real problems facing the licensing system? And even further, what further reforms should government then prioritize?
Yeah, look, I don't think it gets down to the root cause of the inefficiencies. We see, for instance, when you go to some of the licensing offices now in Joburg, signs on the doors saying office closed, we've run out of paper. Now just that alone is, suggests gross incompetence, a lack of planning, a lack of leadership. And then the machine breaks down, it has to be sent overseas. We're taking a long time to get this new machine. And by the way, we're starting to pick up more irregularities with the suppliers and the tenders that are supposed to be happening with this new machine. We'll be writing to the minister on Monday or Tuesday this week. So there's a lot of inefficiencies and maladministration when it comes to the licensing system in this country.
That was Wayne Duvenage. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the organization Undoing Tax Abuse, or OUTA. discussing Cabinet's decision to extend the validity period of driving licenses for light motor vehicles as well as motorcycles from 5 to 10 years. A big thanks for Wayne to help us unpack this very important issue.